welcome. I am the one and only West Coast King, and welcome finally to the Orlando City career. I'm really excited to get in and start playing with this team. In this episode, we're going to do just that, get this season started. But the first thing we're going to do, we have a couple of things to take care of before we can actually play some games. So the first thing is I've taken a look at the squad, and I've noticed a couple of problems. The first one, and the most pressing issue, is our wide midfielders. We have Molino and Rivas as our starting right and left midfielders. After that, though, the only other players we have that can even play in the wide midfield are Adrian Winter, who's 66 rated. You can see him on the bench down here. So he's kind of an option, not the best one. And then the only other wide midfielder we have is Breck Shea, who is our starting left back. So we definitely need to address that situation before we even head in to before we can even get to the transfer window in summer. I think we need to look at the free agents and see if there's any options out there that we can bring in for depth in those spots, because 4 wide midfielders, and realistically we only have 3 wide midfielders, is not going to get it done for the first few months of this season. So that's definitely something we need to take a look at. I'm also going to take a look at a couple of the center backs in the free agency, because you can find some good bargains out there for some players. I know that the 2 starting center backs we have, Hines and Aurelian Collin, are both on expiring contracts, and I'm not certain if I want to bring either one of them back. Collin, I probably will, because he doesn't even want to raise. He's making $25K a week. He wants that again if I re-sign him, so I'll probably end up re-signing him. But I definitely want to see what's out there as far as free agency. I might not sign one, but I want to see what's there. Also, before we get into the regular season, I have accepted a tournament invite just to get some more cash into this team. And as always, I will not be playing in the tournament. I will let my team handle it. So I'll simulate all of the matches and see how they do. And whatever money we bring in, that's great. If we end up losing right away, that, you know, it is what it is. So our games, I don't know who almost any of these teams are. Nope, I don't know. Obviously, I know who Veracruz is because I just did a Liga MX career. But the other 2, I have no idea. Hopefully, our team can get through the group stage at least. And the last thing we need to do before we progress at all into this season is set up some training in. The players I've gone for right now are Kyle Larin, the striker, Christian Higuita, the midfielder, and Ramos, the right back. Now, Kyle Larin, I want him to kind of be the star of this team at some point. Obviously, he needs some work before he gets there. We actually have about a month, a little over a month, I think, before we start the season, and he's really close to his 68. We may be able to get him really close to a 70 before the season even begins. That would be a huge help. Higuita I see as a midfielder that may be able to eventually take over for Nocerino once his contract runs out or he retires or whatever happens with Nocerino. And then Ramos is probably going to be our right back of the future. He's got pretty good potential on him, just needs a little bit of training. Alright, so the team has made it all the way to the finals of our preseason tournament. We're facing Dorados from Liga MX. We're putting our lineup in there. We'll see what we can do. One of the things I've noticed about a couple of our players, Mateos, our backup center back, has 34 stamina. I don't know how that's even possible for a player to have 34 stamina. That's awful. I mean, he can play once every 2 weeks, essentially, at that rate. That's ridiculously bad. So I might have to go after a center back. And also, we lost Aurelian Collin to an injury, but only for a couple of days, so he's actually not playing in this one. Let's just skip to the end. We win it 5-4 on pens. Let's go, boys. We win our first tournament. That's what I like to see. All right, so with that tournament win, that bumps our transfer budget up from 3.5 million to a little bit over 5 million now. So we have a little bit of money to work with. And here are the players that I found that fit a couple of the needs that we have. Like I said, Mateos has 34 stamina as a backup center back, which means if we have to use him at all, he can only play, literally he can only play like once every 2 weeks. He's that bad in the stamina department. So maybe a center back. I'm going to wait on that one though. I'll see what you guys have to say about that. I'm not going to sign one right now. In the wide midfield spot, I found 2 prospects. Hefren, I think is how you say his name, and Wu Ji. They're both 68 rated. Hefren looks like a little bit better. I don't know. He's 2 years older as well. They're both going to cost $20,000 per week in wages. At least that's what they're asking for. Obviously, I'm going to try to sign them for less if I do go after them. Center attacking mid is another spot that we don't have a backup for. KAKA's the only one we have, and he only has 60 stamina, which is not the best. So we definitely need another center attacking mid. Unfortunately, there's not that many good ones in free agency. I found 2. Samuel Galindo, not very good. He wants 7K per week, as does Cesar Gonzalez. I mean, Gonzalez is a veteran, 66 overall rated. Galindo's more of a prospect at 22 years old, 63 overall rated. Neither one really catch my eye though. I mean, they're not that good. The other spot I thought maybe we could look at is a backup striker. Christos Aravidis, a Greek prospect, 27 years old, 69 overall rated. Pretty good for a free agent, but he wants 25K per week in wages, probably more than I want to spend right now. And the other one, I'm going to try my best with this name, Dino Indlovu. I think he is Indian, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, he's South African. I apologize. He's South African. But what he does do is fill two needs with one person. He's a striker, and he can also play center attacking mid. So, what I think I want to do is try to get Indlovu and either Muzzy or Heffron. I'll offer them both like maybe 15K per week in wages and see what they say. If one of them accepts that, I'll take that one. And then I'll try to get Indlovu as well. So let's get in and try to get at least one or maybe two of these players. All right, so while we negotiate with a couple of those players, we do have our first game of the season. We're at home to face NYCFC, which is another team I was considering for this series. We are at home, like I said, at what should be the Citrus Bowl. I tried to rename the stadium, and it just won't let me do it for some reason. So it's still Estadio de las Artes, but that is our home stadium. We're ready for this game. The team is ready. I am ready. Let's start this career. All right, here we go. Kick off with our first game with Orlando. Let's see what this squad can give us, huh? Let's see what this team can do. Get that ball out. There we go. KAKA, great play. And play it through for Kyle Laren. There you go, Kyle. Laren, you don't have very much pace. I forgot how slow he was. Okay, that's something I got to work on. I don't have very many pacey strikers. That's not good. That's a good ball. That's a great ball to Molino. Molino, ball roll. Play it across. Oh, he almost got it to Saren. That's just getting up in the goalkeeper's arms. Okay, the attack, I think I'm going a little bit too fast for my players and the formation I'm using. I got to slow it down and build the play up just a little bit more. Okay, we got some space, though. We have some space on the edge of the box. Rivas, can you get a shot? We do have a shot with Rivas, and he bangs it home! The first goal of the season comes from Rivas from the left-hand side, and it's 1-0 over NYCFC. Rivas is like one of the only ones with any kind of pace on this team. It's a bit of a problem. We're a bit of a slower team, so we have to use the build-up more than the counter-attacking that I'm used to, but we'll make it work. I mean, it just takes a little bit of getting used to that kind of a style switch. Hopefully, we can adapt pretty quickly. For now, we'll just depend on Rivas for his pace. This is good play. This is really nice play. KAKA, hold it up, give it through one more time, and another one. It's going to be Molino. No! KAKA finishes it. What a finish from KAKA on the rebound. 2-0 over NYCFC. That was much better build-up play from the team. Everyone getting a touch, everyone getting involved. And our captain, KAKA, gets the goal. Oh, ref, that was a... Oh, Saren. Saren, can we get another one before halftime? I see KAKA going through. KAKA is on it. KAKA, can you finish that? He did! How did KAKA just score that? This is a blowout! What just happened? All of a sudden, we flipped the switch, and it's 3-0 before halftime. Oh, no. Oh, where's the ball? Hines, someone get rid of it. There goes Saren. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go, KAKA. Oi! KAKA with the skills! KAKA with the skills of dreams! The ball is through! Get back on side! Kyle Laren, can you finishes it? He does! It's 4-0! KAKA just rainbow flicked through the midfield! Are you on a mad one? KAKA is a hero! I told you last episode 0, I've never played with KAKA. I am in love with this dude. He's so sick. That was so awesome. Not only have I never played with KAKA, I've never actually successfully pulled off a rainbow flick in FIFA and gotten by a defender with it. That was the first time ever, and we ended up scoring a goal off of it. What is going on? This team is amazing. Up to Ramos, up the wing. Ramos, cut it inside. There you go. Play it through. Who is this? Nocerino. Play it for KAKA. KAKA, play it for Kyle Laren. For your second. Kyle Laren can't get the shot off. The dude is just so sluggish. We're going to have to work on that, man. We're going to have to get him in some better spots because he should have had probably 2 or 3 goals by now. He just can't seem to get the shots off in those tight spaces. Oh, God. Oh, Pirlo's in the box. Pirlo hits the crossbar. Get rid of the ball. What does that get rid? Just kick it out. What the heck happened in there? What was that? There is the final whistle. A 4-0 thrashing of NYCFC in our first game. This team is a lot of fun to play with. It's a bit challenging, considering the lack of pace. I mean, I always knew it was going to be. But they link together really, really well. So, more so than I thought was even possible. I thought this was going to be a very tenuous first season. A struggle a little bit. But we haven't at all. That was a great first game. Alright, so I have settled on the players that I'm going to sign. And I've settled on 2 players. It's going to be Dino Indlovu It's going to cost us 20K per week in wages. I know that's a lot. It's actually half our remaining wage budget right now, but I'm not too worried about that at this point. What he does do is he's a striker and a cam, and he's only 25 years old. If nothing else, he should be able to grow a little bit. At some point, we can turn him into some profit if we need to. Right now, I just need that depth on this team. And then the other player is going to be Cesar Gonzalez. 7K per week is not bad. He's a veteran on a 1-year contract. He's just going to give us some depth at cam, and he can play out wide in both the left midfield and right midfield spots. So he gives us depth all over the pitch, which I like. So we're going to get these two guys into our team. So for our second game, we're off to Texas to face the Houston Dynamo. Only one change to our starting 11. Aurelian Collin is back in there in the center back spot. He actually had picked up a small knock, and I had him out, and I forgot to bring him back for that first game, which was my mistake. But Mateos actually played so well that I'm going to keep him in there for this one, and I'm going to take out Hines. Actually, Mateos, his 34 stamina is holding up thus far, so he'll play another game in there before I have to take him out. The rest of the lineup is the same. The only other change is Lovu is now on the bench. So let's get in here and play Houston. All right, here we go. Kickoff in Houston. And the players I got to watch out for on the other side are their strikers, Will Bruin and Kubo Torres. A couple of proven goal scorers, and I got fouled right away by Will Bruin. That was a nasty one. I'm waiting for that run. It's not coming. I don't have anywhere to go with the ball. KAKA. Oh, he gets by his man. KAKA still. KAKA still. Can you have a shot? KAKA! It's going to rebound. And he missed. Kyle Aaron missed the follow-up. KAKA's a freaking wizard, though. The moves to get open and even get a shot were amazing. This guy's really fast. I know he is. Good strength from Shea, though. And then it'll be a goal kick. It's not a goal kick. Oh, 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 whoa. I thought that was out. That was not out for a goal kick. For real. Come on, let's not give up anything right here. I don't even know where that ball's going. Wow, that was so scary. I hate those balls in. That's the whistle for halftime. It's 0-0. This is definitely a much tougher game on the road than it was against NYCFC at home. We're doing our best. We haven't gotten a lot of opportunities, but we're holding our own on defense as well. So, kind of a stalemate right now. Oh my God. We're getting dominated right now from Houston. That was a great play from Mateos. That was, I thought for sure they were going to at least get a shot off there, and they didn't because of Mateos. What a play from him. KAKA cuts it inside. Play it through for Laren. Laren, another one out here for Rivas. That problem is there's no one now in the box, and that was a great slide tackle. And I kicked it out of play. Oh my gosh, this is not going well. We can't get anything clean. We can't get a clean look at... What was that? Aurelian Collin, my best defender. What is going on? Nobody can seem to touch the ball at this point. Oh, that just hit the crossbar. Oh, my, what just happened? Oh, what a through ball to Andrew Wenger. Andrew Wenger in there. What a save from Bendik. Woo, that was a scary one. That's the best shot for either team so far. Oh, no. How did that just happen? Oh, Torres. Wow, how'd he miss that? That should have been 1-0. 10 minutes left in this game. We should absolutely be losing. That was so lucky. We have time for one attack. Oh, great play for Winter. Play it out here for Breck Shea. Can we get an attack of some kind? And he's just so slow. Oh, Shea does well. Shea does well. He just buy another one. Come on, Breck Shea. What you got, man? What you got? What do you say? In there to Winter. Back to Breck Shea. He's got a shot. Breck Shea. We almost won. We almost just stole this game in stoppage time. That would have been amazing. All right, we do have a corner. We go for this. We got to go for this. We'll just put it in the box and see what happens. Molino whips it in. There's a... No, Winter. No, that was just not going to happen, and that's going to be the final whistle. A 0-0 draw on the road in Houston. Okay, I guess I'll take that. It's not what I wanted, obviously, after that great start to the season. A 0-0 draw was not what I expected. Alright, guys, we're going to end this first episode right here, only because we've done a lot of off-field stuff leading up to the first couple of games. So I wanted to keep this episode within reason time-wise. So next time out, we start out against Montreal, who's a pretty good team. I can't remember if that's on the road or at home. Hopefully it's at home. We played much better at home than we did on the road. So hopefully we get another home game in there. But overall, I kind of like this team. I mean, we're doing all right so far. The first game obviously was much better than the second one. I don't know what happened in that second game, but we just couldn't build an attack. Houston put a lot of pressure on us high up the field, and we just couldn't break out of it. So we'll have to work on that. I'll come up with some ideas on that one. If you have any ideas, leave them in the comments below. Any suggestions, as always, I take into account. So that's gonna do it for this one. If you had as much fun as I did, make sure to let me know, leave a like below, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you when we come back with some more Orlando City career. See ya.